Diet Coke. Is it good? Is it bad? Surely it's better to just drink normal Coke. Blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. All the things that people come out with. Diet Coke, I think, is a good tool when you're trying to lose weight or maintain weight. It's much unhealthier for your long-term health to be carrying excess fat and overweight. There's countless amounts of studies that show that obesity and being overweight and carrying fat in certain, like around your organs, etc., can lead to other diseases. There's no studies that say that drinking a Diet Coke is going to kill you. Okay? So, if, and this is why I use them, it stops you from consuming other stuff which is going to be more calorific and potentially cause you to gain weight, then they're good to use. Diet Cokes are brilliant if you have a bit of a sweet tooth after a meal. Then having a Diet Coke is a good way of cutting out that sweet tooth, and it has no calories in it. So you still feel like you've had a bit of a treat because there's a bit of a sweet kick to it, but there's 0 calories in it. Another way you could do that is by using something like low calorie jellies. They're another good alternative to pretty much consuming no calories but hitting a bit of a sweet tooth. Greek yogurt mixed with a bit of protein, chocolate protein powder is another great way. But every now and again I have a Diet Coke. I don't make it a daily occurrence to have Diet Coke, but you know, if I've just eaten, for example, I've just eaten now, fancy something a bit sweet, but I don't really want anything. I'm trying to cut out the kind of processed and sweet stuff Monday to Friday, trying to cut things back, tracking my calories again on my MyFitnessPal. So I don't really want to be eating something sweet after a meal, and I want to try and get out of that habit. So that's where the Diet Coke comes into handy. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily do it every day. I'm not saying to you to give up drinking water and just drink gallons and gallons of Diet Coke, but every so often, or if it's going to stop you consuming something else which is maybe higher in sugar or whatever that's going to cause you to, in the long run, if you keep doing that, not that one chocolate bar is going to make you fat, but if after every meal you fancy something sweet, then potentially because of that you are going to, in the long run, gain weight because of that. And if you could cut that thing back and have the odd Diet Coke which contains no calories to substitute for that sweet thing, then that's good. So, back home from work, training clients all evening. Today was a rest day for me, didn't train down the gym. Been tracking calories again on my MyFitnessPal. Actually went a bit over today because it's half term, so didn't have clients this morning or today, only clients this evening. So I had a bit of a day off and spent it with the family, spent it with Arthur because it's half term, so we went out for the day. So we actually ended up eating breakfast out and lunch out. Now for breakfast I had a sausage baguette from a cafe. Now I don't know what sausages they had, don't know necessarily how many sausages were in it, so I just put into my MyFitnessPal 3 grilled pork sausages from Tesco's, and that comes to like 552 calories just for those 3. And then with the baguette, that takes that breakfast to like 800 calories. Again, that's not 100% accurate because it might have been less, might have even been a little bit more, but I can't get the exact ingredients for that specific place. Then lunch, we actually went on a big long dog walk. We was out for about 2 hours, and then at lunch we again stopped at Subway. So Arthur likes Subway, he loves the sandwiches in there. So we got one as well, and I had a foot-long Italian meats Subway. and that comes up in my Fitness Pal as 1,140 calories. So pretty high in calories. Again, don't know how 100% accurate that is. And then for dinner, I've just done myself so kept the carbs out, kept the calories, tried to keep the calories as low as possible for dinner, and done a chicken stir fry with a teriyaki and sesame seed stir fry sauce. And this is what I wanted to get at here, is that the sauce still contains 64 calories for half the pack. So whenever you're doing calorie counting, I always think it's a good idea, if you're not going to be 100% at tracking everything. I've actually added that sauce in there. Haven't added the vegetables in there, but there's still going to be calories in them. For like a quarter pack of the stir fry mixed vegetables was like 60 calories. So if you're not going to be that accurate, then you want to be shooting a little lower. And this is what I tend to do with my clients to give that leeway, is if someone needs to be on, say, 1,500 calories a day to lose weight, I might tell them to eat 12 to 13, because I know there's probably going to be a couple of hundred calories in that day that are unaccounted for through things like sauces and stuff like that. So there's that leeway there. And if you told them to hit 1,200 and that's what they needed to hit to lose weight, then chances are they'd eat to the 1,200 and there'd still be those excess other calories that aren't accounted for, and then they don't understand why they're not necessarily making any results or changes within their body. So that is the reasoning for that. So actually, I also had today 2 coffees. So because we were out for the day, I got a latte from Starbucks, a medium one, that comes up as 188 calories. And then one of my clients, who's a good friend of mine, always brings me coffee when I train him. So he brought me a large latte as well. So there's 240 calories there. So there's 428 calories alone on coffee. That, if I'm aiming to lose weight, like I said, I'm not necessarily aiming to lose weight. I'm looking to maybe maintain my weight, but I'm not really that bothered about, fluctuations. 428 calories on coffee is a lot of calories that are wasted within a day, particularly if you're a woman, because you're going to be on a lot lower calories than a man, and particularly if you're not very active and your calories aren't going to be very high in general. 428 calories wasted on coffee is not good. So that's why I've cut back on the dinner and had something that's relatively low in calories. So the dinner is coming to around about 230 calories roughly. So it's quite a low calorie dinner, but then I've had higher calories throughout the rest of the day. Haven't had any other snacks or anything today. But that is what I wanted to get across in today's one, is like sauces, stir-in sauces, all those kind of things also have calories in them. So you either need to factor those calories in, or factor in the fact that you're not counting those calories and hit a little bit under your very rigid calorie goal. So bear those in mind. I'm going to eat this. Not much has happened on today's vlog. Just wanted to share some little bits of wisdom with you guys. And then I will see you in the next one.